preparing stream. Now we're going.
It's good now. I see it on there now.
Yep.
Well, thanks for having me back again, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, thank you for coming back. We appreciate it.
No problem. It's been fun playing some NASCAR Heat with you guys and letting you guys kick my butt. But I was just happy I didn't finish last any of those times. So that's kind of my goal with Heat and iRacing now is just don't finish last. So I've been doing pretty well with that.
So, Jonathan, I know that you've hopped in some of our races. What do you think of the racing so far that you have been in?
I love it. I love I love some of the little bit of rivalries you guys have going on, and some of the teamwork you have going on. I think it's awesome. I think it's great. I love racing against my own paint scheme. I think that's a lot of fun. Seeing that out there. A lot of times it passes me, but that's cool. And I like representing Josh too. I mean, Josh Blecky's awesome. So usually I'll try to hop into 7 when I get on there, but it's been a lot of fun and it's definitely been interesting. It's definitely been a learning process for me, a lot different than iRacing, but I enjoy it. How can you not enjoy it if your car's in the game?
So you were a part of something very special, and that was the championship race in your own series. How cool was that to see the excitement and hear all the drivers kind of going crazy over the whole race?
It was fun. I mean, my goal was to stay out of everybody's way. Dover isn't the easiest track on NASCAR Heat, even though they're my boys at Dover, but it's tough. It's a tough track. So I didn't want to wreck anybody, and I didn't want to finish last. So I achieved both those things. And it was a lot of fun running with you guys. I mean, you guys are incredible at that game. So it's just fun to be out there. I don't mind getting my butt kicked by you guys because I have a good time doing it, and I enjoy watching you guys, go back and forth, and it's fun. It's just fun to be a part of. So I like it.
All right, guys. So I just sent out all the invites now that we're starting to get everybody gathered up in here. Kind of want to throw out some exciting news. Obviously, you guys know that 2 weeks ago I signed with Starcom Racing. I brought this man in here with me today because he is a big part of that. Obviously, you guys see it. I'm representing the hat. But Jonathan, I'll let you make the announcement and kind of let everybody know what you and I are doing.
Yeah, I mean, Bobby, you've been with me since, like I always say before, we were cool to be with. So, you've been instrumental in trying to get us in NASCAR Heat and, just every day keeping our name out there. So, first off, thank you for that. And thank the other guys too in the series too, because, you've definitely introduced me to a great group of guys. So it's been awesome. But, I'm so proud of you with how hard you worked to get to where you're at and to get involved in iRacing. I think this is a huge opportunity for you. So, I'm very excited to, announce that along with Starcom, who's your primary, Richmar will be riding along with you as well too. So I think it's more than appropriate for somebody that's been riding along with us this whole time. It's great to finally now ride along with you.
All right, thank you.
So, Bobby, you got to fix your comment setting. People can't comment. Fix your comments.
Nobody can comment?
No, Tamarcus says you can't comment.
Uh-oh.
Fix your comment settings.
No, you got to fix the other boss fans.
He's always watching. You think he's slacking, but he's always watching, man. I love it.
Try it now. Yeah, we have like 7 people watching too. I've never had it not work like this.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
So we'll get it.
So anyway, it's awesome to be riding along with you with this, and I know it's going to be a fun year for you, and it's going to be great to see you in these iRacing series, and hopefully one of these nights you and I can get on a session together and test it out and see how it goes.
It's definitely coming. I can tell you that.
That's awesome.
I should have the PC within the week. They're saying.
That's awesome. It's a lot of fun. I mean. Everybody since I've been involved in racing was after me to get on iRacing, and I don't know if I just dropped the ball on it or whatever. The situation arose. Big thank you to iRacing and Sage Karam for hooking me up. But it's awesome. I mean, I love it. I mean, I love Heat, but this is a totally different experience, especially since I play Heat with a controller. So this is completely different. than heat. And I love it. I mean, I'm on with the Shelby Park guys the other night. Actually, I was on with Ty Gibbs the other night, believe it or not.
Really?
I was on with Tim Duggar and a couple country singers, and TJ Majors was in, Ty Gibbs was in. It was awesome. I did get lapped, but I didn't wreck anybody. I got some nice props for not wrecking everybody. And I mean, I knew Duggar was good. Duggar invited me. I knew that he was good at iRacing. I didn't know he was that freaking good at iRacing. So I was just amazed at some of the other country singers, how awesome they were. And I had never done the IROCs, and I had never done Nashville. So it was fun just to get out there with them and just to spend the evening with them and practice with them. And just to see what a great group of guys they were. And hopefully they'll invite me back at one of these like super speedways where I can actually compete with them. I'm terrible at road courses, so I'm not even going to try that.
Well, we got to get you on a road course in NASCAR heat, because you'd have a blast with those. So Billy says, hi, Jonathan. Tamarcus says, bam. Dwayne says, there it is. And Dwayne also says, I'm wrecking Bobby the first race out when I have time. Nice to know that the Starcom hauler driver wants a bounty on me already.
No, it's a test, Bobby. It's a test. He wants to rattle your cage a little bit to see how much you can handle under pressure.
No, I'll be fine. Trust me, Jonathan. Jonathan knows that. He gets out in front of me at on NASCAR heat, and I put him 3 wide going into turn 1 and blew by him.
My lead was short-lived, but at least I got Josh Pilecki some TV time there.
Oh yeah, of course.
So guys, Rusty Walrus, he was not able to make it, but he did send some audio in. We're gonna play that here in a little bit. Jonathan, what are some of the things that you're looking forward to in the upcoming season?
Oh my gosh. I mean, we have so much stuff in the air. This is coming into our 5th season in NASCAR. And I can tell you that this is the most excited I've been about a season. There's so many opportunities out there. One which I leaked a little bit too early because I was excited about to be back with one of my buddies. I'll just kind of hint it from the pink and black, and everybody should be able to get it from there. But that'll start this weekend at Homestead. So I'm looking forward to a great start to the season. We were able to sneak on with Chandler Smith in a truck race at Daytona with KBM, which was awesome. I mean, he led a bunch of the laps. We had a nice logo on the deck lid. I was really excited with 6 to go that, like, man, he could actually win this race. But the top 10 was good. Brandon Brown, we're doing some stuff with him this season. So you saw that he slapped our logo on his helmet. We're going to work on a custom helmet later this season with him. So he had a top 10. I mean, it's been an awesome start. Mark Smith got his first win in 360s last night for us. So we're off to an awesome start this racing season, but I mean, definitely nowhere near done. I'm really looking forward to some of the opportunities that are out there. I've had some opportunities already that we didn't jump on, but I'm excited to say that this is definitely going to be another fun season in racing, and probably you'll see, like, Brandon Brown, you saw Chandler Smith, you'll see some new faces that we get behind, and just trying to expand on our network. And I'm also hoping to get involved with some Indy things as well too. I've been talking to a few people in Indy. I started talking to people last year, I'm excited about it. I think it's a lot of fun, and obviously I wouldn't be able to do these things without support, not only from the drivers, but from fans like yourselves and friends. I mean, a lot of people I've met in racing have become, close friends, drivers, teams, employees on teams. So other sponsors, it's been an amazing ride. Did I ever think it would get to that point? No. I mean, you can kind of see behind me, I've got the Garrett Smithley die cast. That's a Wood Brothers helmet. You can see on my pinball machine there. So, it's been so much fun. I've enjoyed networking with people. And I think that you're going to see, a really good season from us. We're going to look great out there, and hopefully our performance is even better than it was last season. I mean, I was happy with where all the guys finished. So I'm hoping that this year is just a continuation and a step to the next level.
So Tamarcus wants to know, are you coming to Homestead?
Wow, I wish. I think if life was a little bit more normal, yes, I definitely owe to Marcus a race at some point, but we're going to get together at Pocono. So he better make it up for Pocono.
Yes, we are.
and Dover. So yeah, you have wait a couple months, but you're definitely going to see me at the track at some point. I'm really excited for Miami. This is a great opportunity. We'll, I don't want to get in trouble again with the boss here, but it's two great racing companies kind of coming together to put Garrett out on the track, come up with a really awesome paint scheme. Nothing flashy like what we're used to. Very clean, very colorful. So I think it's a great networking opportunity for me and the other company that's involved in it as well too. And everybody's going to recognize the other company. So it's a great synergy between the two companies. It's definitely exciting. I know those guys are definitely going to be in Miami. It's right in their backyard. So everybody's kind of bummed I'm not heading down there, but when things get better, I promise I'll get down south for a few more races.
So I'm sitting there and looking at your die cast, and it's driving me nuts because I don't have one of these yet.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm the only one that does.
Are we going to get our hands on one of these to be able to buy them?
I'm hoping. I'm going to talk to Lionel this season. This is going to mark the third season that I'm with Garrett Smithley in the Cup Series. So it's very exciting. I won't say what track, but you can definitely count on seeing the pink and black back out there again, which everybody loves. And we might even drag somebody else along with us too. I'm in some talks on something like that. Can't say anything on that yet, but we might have some star power along with us for that. So hopefully that works out. The idea is to talk to Lionel, get some information. Anthony's custom diecast does all those diecasts in that cabinet there. I have a little tradition going, which I get a diecast made for each car that I sponsor. So at some point in life, my grandkids could say, "Wow, my grandfather's pretty cool."
Well, you're gonna have to add another one.
I'm gonna have to add at least another one.
No, you're gonna have to add ours.
I do have one virtual racing one in there. The very, very first iRace that anyone ran our paid scheme in that I won is in there. Danny Sapinski won, and Anthony, because I buy enough custom diecast off him, was like, we got to have this. This is authentically the first win that Richmar Racing had.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. Obviously, a mass-produced diecast would be cool. Garrett hasn't had one since he's been in Cup, and I think his popularity has definitely grown over the last few seasons. And I think it's time for him to do it. And he wears that pink and black suit everywhere he goes. He had it on at Chili Bowl this year, and the comments and the feedback that he got from people all over the country, was just awesome. Everybody loves that fire suit. Simpson had it on display for a virtual trade show. It's so cool. And just to see other people, even Ryan Ellis, who I've become very close with, he's got a really hot fire suit that's a mix of pink, black, and aqua.
Right.
So it's awesome just to see other people wanting to, to be a part of it. And I'm grateful that we can allow some other guys to be a part of that.
Well, and I'm being told I can say this now. You're obviously good friends with Fit Stop Performance.
Definitely.
We would like to also announce that Fit Stop Performance is coming on board with Jonathan and I for iRacing, full-time sponsorship.
That's awesome. I mean, Hunter's awesome. I talked to Hunter today. He's definitely in charge of putting me back in shape here, and I love it. I mean, I said to him that the thing I love most about him is I don't have to think about it. I just go to the gym. It's done. It takes the guesswork out of it. It has me feeling good, and has me getting back in shape, regaining some of that college football speed that I have lost over the past few years. And that's awesome. I mean, Hunter and I have some stuff in the works too. We might have actually something pretty big in the works for Pocono weekend too. So definitely stay tuned for that. We just had a great conversation about that today because we have a lot of the same friends in racing. So he's going to come up and race up here in Pocono that weekend. So it should be a really fun weekend for Pocono. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of my racing friends. I mean, I miss not seeing people at the track. And I mean, although I talk to people on the regular, seeing people in person is always nice. And since I don't live in the South, it's a nice treat for me when everybody comes up here.
Right, and you know that I'm gonna try to be up there for Pocono also, as long as COVID goes away and we can get up there. That's my plan. We're gonna go. We'll probably come up see Adrian's grandmother, and then it's only 2 hours to Pocono. So
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I saw New Jersey today allowed like 15% capacity for stadiums and stuff. So, I mean, I really hope people can get out to Pocono. I mean, it's so unfortunate to have all these races at Pocono that nobody can get to. You know, I mean, my friends at Pocono have been awesome. I've been with them. This is going to be going on 9 years that we've been doing their flowers there, and they're so supportive. As is Dover. And the same with them too. I really hope that people can, even if they at least have some people out of the track, just so people can experience it. I doubt we'll see hot passes up here in the Northeast, but at the same time, and just looking forward to, you know, just seeing some people and the sights and the sounds and the smells of the track. You know, I really missed that last year. I mean, I know that we have so many friends in racing, but it never replaces actually being there. And, you know, being able to see the car, being able to, you know, to touch the car and being able to be right there, you know, seeing people walk around in your crew shirts is awesome. So I'm hoping that life at some point here gets back to normal, but I'm very excited, you know, as to some of the fun things that will definitely go on Pocono weekend.
So, Mike, what's your choice of drink tonight?
Mine, Pepsi. Just straight up Pepsi. That's it. Nothing else. No, it's nothing special. Nothing. Just Pepsi.
Jonathan and I decided to
Great minds think alike, you know.
the same thing.
Oh yeah. Nice. Yeah,
So-
no, that's. I know. I get up early to work, plus you know everything else. So tonight's one of those non-drinking nights.
Yeah, I just decided to between that and brisk iced tea, but
Nice.
I had that for dinner and I didn't even finish it. So I was like, yeah, time for a beer. But
Yeah, really, I'm down to drinking like 3 beers in life. I drink Flight, Landshark, and Rolling Rock, and essentially 2 of them are Pennsylvania beers. I know Rolling Rock isn't really a Pennsylvania beer anymore, but that was like when I was in college. That was definitely my choice of drinks. If I had an option and I could get a Rolling Rock on tap, I mean, yeah, I was gonna have a good night.
yeah,
See,
it was,
I've always been a Coors Light person.
see, for me it was Busch and Budweiser. And then it was like I hit a point where I was like, this stuff is gross. And now I started getting into Yinling, and I'm loving it. Like just a regular Yinling, and now the Flight. If I can ever get my hands on a freaking Hershey Yinling, I'd be all right. But I can't find it anywhere.
Well, like I said, when you do, you got to mix it with some peanut butter whiskey, and you're drinking like a Reese's peanut butter alcoholic shake. It's incredible.
Yeah, as I said, it's exactly what it sounds like too. I bet you with those 2 mixtures, it probably tastes pretty just like that.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth.
So, Jonathan, what do you? Obviously, you have. This is what your second year in Pro Premium.
Yeah. So yeah. It's crazy.
So, what do you want to say to the guys? Obviously, some of the girls that we've picked up that's running with us now. It's exciting.
It is. You know, I wish everybody luck, you know, on the upcoming season, and you know, hope to get out there and run a few races with you guys. I mean, I love running with you and Mike, you know, and the other crew of guys. I mean, everybody's very welcoming, very competitive. So I appreciate that. I mean, even being probably one of the worst guys out there, I'm still going to be competitive as possible. I enjoy that. I think it's awesome that, you know, how you guys embrace the game. I'm happy to be a part of the game too. And, you know, for a lot of reasons, you know, I mean, Bobby, you were after me all along to do that. So,
Good. I need a sub for like a couple more weeks.
No, I'm not even kidding. It was what, 3 years ago I reached out to you saying, hey, what do you think about doing this? And you're like, man, I don't know. Like I want to, but I don't want to.
yeah, you know, I mean, you definitely meet a lot of people in racing. I mean, I have been fortunate enough to meet good people. So like yourselves and people that are supportive. So I mean, I can't tell you how lucky that I have been, because I hear a lot of bad stories with sponsors, and it's just awesome to say, like, I've surrounded myself with good people, built a network, made a lot of nice friendships out of it too. I mean, what more could you ask for? You know, I'm having fun. I'm networking. We're building a brand. We're in video games. We've got iRacers racing our logo all throughout the country. I mean, how much more fun could you have? You know, we got our name on shirts, hats. Right. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. And you got the signed edition too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, you can't, I mean, this is real.
Yeah, that's authentic, you know, and it's awesome. I mean, I'm looking forward to working with Spencer. We kind of have something, you know, in the works. So I'm very excited to have him, because I feel that he has gone above and beyond, and he really took the chance on us when we were not known. So I think it's very fitting that he and Garrett especially, you know, are the two that really kind of put us over the top and opened us up to all these other possibilities out there. So, you know, they deserve a lot of the recognition that we get. So it's awesome to say that we're going to be with them for Garrett 3 years, and now this would be our second year with Spencer. So it should be fun.
All right. So give me 1 second. So I want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. And I know this is a huge list. We've got Richmar Florist, obviously Jonathan, Morgan Vans Racing, Racing Jason, Appalachian Howler Hunters, Milner Transport, B3 Ranch, Eldridge Skating, Wrecking and Racing Podcast, Peak, Penguin City Beer, Charlie Langenstein, which is Wrench Twister 00. Then you have Fast Lap Podcast, Chrissy and Deb, Prospect Motorsports, the Lineup Barbershop, Seat Time Driving School for the amazing prizes that they gave away for the driving. Yeah. Those are awesome. Derek Peoples Motorsports, obviously now Fit Stop Performance. And I mean, I can't thank Tamarcus enough either, because Tamarcus has been there through thick and thin with us.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can't thank him enough.
Well said.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, when I met Tamarcus, it was kind of funny, because when I met Tamarcus, it was actually Bobby was on the phone with me. And then he just dialed him up out of the blue, because Bobby has a habit of doing that to me sometimes. And
I know.
I do.
And then all of a sudden we got the conversation of where I started in the 78. And that's where actually all this came about was I started with the 78 with Tamarcus, and then the opportunity when Bobby had his opportunity to move over to the 00, that's when we just, you know, Bobby said, hey, you want to drive the 53? And that's how our friendship all became. So it's been kind of, you know, glad to be able to do that. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been awesome to have both of you guys representing us. You know, great representatives, and I've enjoyed getting to know both of you a lot better.
Good, because now I need to fill in, Jonathan. I need to fill in for like 3 weeks, please. Fill in that 53 for me until I get back on the track.
Hey, well, you're gonna take a dip in points if you put me out there.
No, that's okay. I'm already taking a dip in points.
All right.
I don't mind. I don't mind. Trust me. It was funny because last year, I don't know if you knew it. Last year, I was 3 weeks already into the season before I could actually start, because actually I won one of those giveaways for the NASCAR.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So that was like perfect timing. And then I worked my way from 3 weeks behind and ended up to be squeaked my way into the final four. Well, that was definitely a luck chance. So I mean, it can be done. I can work with some points, just none.
All right, I might have to take you up on that. As long as it's not a road course. I don't do road courses.
Oh, I don't think we have a couple right away. No, like Atlanta, Iowa.
We're at Atlanta. Here, I'll tell you where we're at. So we got Atlanta, Richmond, and Kentucky.
I think those are doable.
Oh, there we go. See? That'd be perfect.
Yeah. I know. I know tomorrow night we have a big iRace that we're sponsoring with Elite Racing and Worldwide Technology. It's kind of like their kickoff to build some brand awareness for their race coming up, which is cool because it's Spencer Boyd's home track. We've got a lot of stars coming out. We've got the stars of Indy. We've got Kyle Busch. we've got a bunch of people.
Nice.
I can't remember the entire list, but it's an awesome list of drivers coming out tomorrow night. I'll be on Garrett's lean stream tomorrow night. We're going to do some Call of Duty, me, him, and Ryan Ellis, and maybe a special guest in there too we're working on. Maybe. Who's testing tomorrow somewhere. So I don't know if he'll make it in time, but I'm looking forward to it. If I'm not playing iRacing, I'm playing Call of Duty with my NASCAR friends. So it's pretty cool. We can't have Cody Ware on there because he's too dirty for live stream, but and DeMarcus definitely knows that. But I love playing with Cody. I run with Cody and Ellis all the time, and so it'll be fun. The last time we were on the lean stream, we won. So there's definitely some pressure on us to win. It was pretty funny. I got a melee kill right as Ryan Ellis was killing the other guy. So it was pretty epic of a win. So we're going to see if we can replicate that again tomorrow night. But it's been fun. I mean, I get to do so much fun stuff. So how could you not be enjoying, this whole thing? And my daughter started racing too. I mean, you guys probably saw that. Yeah, and I'm like absolutely no help to her. I can't tell her like lift this, that. I can't tell her anything. She said she wanted to try it. She's like, I want to be like Garrett and Spencer. I'm like, all right, we'll try. And in 7 weeks, like what a difference, from going and never have driven anything before to being able to do that. And then on top of it, grab fourth place in the season is awesome. So she's already signed up for the next season, and she's excited about it. I'm excited about it too. It's pretty cool. Just to see her out there and to see her compete and see her pounding on the steering wheel when she's not qualifying well. It's cool.
Well, we go through that.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, we had a rough qualifying this last week. She's never qualified last. She got a cart that wasn't out there, so it wasn't warmed up, and qualified last. Really upset. Her friends came, and I just pulled her aside. I said, listen, you do the best with the equipment you're given, right? So her times were all consistent. I'm like, you couldn't have pushed that any better. Get out there and do it. So she moved up. She was up to third at one point from last. So ended up finishing fourth for the race and fourth for the season. So, it was cool to see.
Man. I mean, that there, something like that, when that happens, it kind of shows, it gives you humility. Knowing that, okay, granted, all right, so I had a real bad qualifying run, which I'm used to sometimes in my aspect. I always start last, but if you take it one step at a time and one lap at a time and one position at a time, you will get there. You just got to take your time and work your way through what you got to work your way through, and you'll be there.
That was the advice I gave her. I'm like, just have the patience. Don't bother looking at. Oh, geez, they'll let anybody in here, won't they?
I gotta let the second boss in.
I just told her be patient and go out there, have fun. Don't worry about qualifying, and she did. I mean, it was awesome to see her blocking and to see her not quitting. So I don't know. I told the guys,
never give up.
You might have competition for sponsorship down the road here.
Right. Just never give up. That's all there is to it. Because you never know what can happen. Anything can happen.
All right. DeMarcus, you got a copy?
I see him.
I see him. I don't hear him.
He's trying to connect to his audio now. Nope.
He's muted. So we have Billy out there. We have DeMarcus obviously out there. Dwayne saying being smooth and consistent is the most important thing.
What?
There he is.
We got him now.
What are y'all talking about?
What are y'all talking about?
Oh my god.
So what's for dinner?
Right.
God, dog. Hold on. I got the steaks, the big boy stuff.
What?
Ooh.
So, so Jonathan, what are you talking about? Somebody's testing.
What?
You say that somebody's testing somewhere. What are you talking about?
There's another driver that might hop on Call of Duty with us.
Is the F1?
No, not F1. But something similar to that. We can't have Cody Ware on there because he's too vulgar for live stream.
Very.
But he is a hell of a Call of Duty player, though. I got to
Yeah,
tell you.
he gets like
Just
what,
very verbal.
20 kills? Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like him and Ellis just like put me on their back and just kind of carry me. You know, whatever I give him is just a bonus.
So, to Marcus, we're all gonna throw this in here, but how was the racing down in Daytona? But you've been down there back to back.
It's different. The weather was a little different. Just seeing the cars, like one day you see the cars was meant for the oval, and then go to one of the road courses is pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm just excited to see that old Richmar 53 just coming up Sunday. So
Dude, you're gonna get me in trouble if you can't talk about that till tomorrow.
Yeah, he posted a picture of it and got yelled at.
The boss yelled at me. He's like, take 5 minutes before the race. He texted me. He's like, you got to take that down. They don't make the announcement on Tuesday. I'm like, all right,
well.
fine.
Oh, I missed it.
Because I was gonna talk about it tonight, and I was like, dang, can't talk about it.
No, I can't talk about it. I got in trouble already.
Well, I mean, ain't the car running somewhere else too?
So what?
Isn't the car running somewhere else, the Richmar? Or you running a truck series?
No, I don't have anything. I don't have anything else anything else on the docket just yet. So just Homestead for right now. But Garrett and I are talking about doing something at another track up here. So I'm sure you'll see a lot of me this summer.
Oh yeah.
So
Can't wait.
as you guys can tell, I'm a hat collector. Obviously, I have this one. I have my Starcom one. Tamarcus is lacking. I get he's busy, but he's lacking. My hat is sitting in his house in a box, ready to be shipped, and he can't get it to me.
I could, but I'm in Alabama right now, so
Yeah, right. It's
But
on
no.
it's on the long route.
So, Tamarcus, you want to tell everybody how I won that hat?
no.
No.
I'm eating right now.
So they were pumping gas.
Dang, Kate, what
Oh, I
was it?
remember that.
They were pumping gas, and they said, "How much is it going to cost to fill the truck up?"
Yeah, I remember that post.
I think it was $51, and I think two of us put 50 or something.
Yeah, it was like it was like 51 something, and you said like 51, was it 20, something crazy like that.
Yeah, it's like I said 51 20 or something. So did the other girl, but my post came in before hers, so they gave it to me.
Nice.
So I want to also thank Tamarcus, because obviously we're gonna have his brand out there on the iRacing car also. That's why I brought him in. I wanted to say thank you also.
Oh, no problem. Hopefully someday it'll be on a real car.
Yeah.
So
Well, I tell you what, you print the sticker, and I'll make sure that somebody slaps it on.
I can just slap it on.
Good.
He'll walk
Yeah.
by, slap it on, keep walking.
Yeah.
But no, we were actually I wasn't gonna make the announcement, but Tamarcus and Jonathan are both here, so I'm going to. I'm in talks with Ryan Daly on making, so we're gonna have two paint schemes for Starcom. I'm gonna have him make another one, and that's gonna be our third one. And that's actually it's gonna be mainly Richmar Florist on the whole car, along with Morgan Vans Racing, and then Starcom kind of around the bottom of it. So we're gonna kind of represent, obviously, Pit Stop Performance will be on there. Derek Peebles Sports will be on there. We're gonna kind of bring it full circle, and then that's why I said we gotta get this car made up as a die cast, because I'm telling you right now, if I'm as successful as I am in heat, I think once I get my groove on iRacing, I think I'll be right there.
Well, hopefully I can come over to PlayStation and me and Jonathan can practice and maybe come up and do some damage.
Dude, I'm seriously talking. I've said something to Spencer. I've said something to a couple other people about doing either a PlayStation League for a celebrity race, or everybody just do a one on iRacing.
All the sponsors against each other, and me and Bobby will broadcast.
No. I'm in the car racing these guys. They all want their hat thrown in with the champ.
John's like, no.
Oh boy.
Well, you mean a real car or just
No, we're talking PlayStation or iRacing.
Oh,
If it's a real car, I might have to change that.
No.
I have to change my plans here.
If it's a real car, we're gonna get Derek Peebles involved, and I'm gonna hop in that thing when I do my driving experience. We'll get you guys out there racing me in that. Let's go.
I'll throw one at you with that one, buddy.
Dropping the hammer.
I'll show you what short track race is all about.
these guys.
So you guys knew Rusty Walrus was supposed to be on. I actually got to have a nice little talk with him today. And I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of information that we weren't able to tell everybody. So NASCAR heat. Okay, my bad. NASCAR 21. You can't really talk much about it yet because it's not being leaked or anything. But I did ask, and it is going to be able to be played on PlayStation 4 and 5, along with Xbox, like normal. So that's a huge step for PlayStation because it's going to be on PS5 and that's it. And
So what about? Are they gonna make it cross-platform?
They're going to make it cross-platform.
That means PlayStation can play with Xbox and Xbox play with PlayStation.
As of right now, possibly, but for sure it's going to be PlayStation 5 to PlayStation 4 compatible.
Yeah,
That would be cool if they cross-platform it like Call of Duty.
That would be sick. I would love it. I mean, be able to race with Tamarcus, be able to race with you. Obviously, I know you have both. So
Yeah, I'm excited to see what this new one gonna be like. I guess. Hopefully, they fix all the wobbles in it to keep the car straight. Steady doing all this sometimes. So
I hope
that'd be nice. I can appreciate that.
I hope they make the damage more realistic, and I hope that they fix the physics to where. And Mike and I were just talking about this. If you race on online, you can actually come up and bump somebody and they spin. I hope that they make it the same way like iRacing is, where if you bump somebody, you can toss them. I mean, obviously, we're not going to be doing it on purpose, but I just want that feel of Rubbins racing and not be able to sit there and just kind of kick them this way, and then all of a sudden they take off and keep going straight.
yeah,
I mean,
Yeah, it would be nice if I could stop being super glued to the side of a car. That'd be kind of nice.
like me at Dover.
Yeah.
So Jonathan, what shirt you got on, man?
I got the pink and black one on. I got the Smithley special here.
Oh, nice.
Is that from
You got the good one
Martinsville?
on.
That's one from Martinsville that I kind of did after the fact. So I'm hoping that later this summer we can have it ready to go. That we can actually have it for the race.
Awesome.
I was gonna say I'm super excited about both of them that I have. Obviously, I got the hat at Spencer's.
Yeah.
I've got the one Jonathan's wearing. The only one I didn't get was Stephen Parsons. It's kind of kicking my butt because I do like that one too. I should have.
That one's pretty cool. That one's pretty neat. That has the Richmar Racing logo on it. We'll probably be with Stefan at some point this year, but he's actually sold all of his primaries for the season. So which I'm very happy for him for, but unfortunately we won't get to able to run that 99 back again with him. So, but it's a good thing that he's able to. He's working with spring rates and stuff now. So I think we're talking about maybe hopping on at Nashville with him. Just as an associate, he's got our fire suit, so he's going to wear that. He's got us on the sleeve of his fire suit too. So, I'm hoping that we can get on there at least once with him.
So this year you've got on with the trucks with the 18. Is there any more possible sponsorship for the trucks?
Oh yeah, definitely. Spencer Boyd and I have definitely been talking. The 18 just kind of fell in my lap, at the last second there. So there's definitely a possibility of a couple things on the truck side of things, but I really want to get back out there with Spencer Boyd. And I think that that's going to happen. So it's just a matter of which track and when. But he and I have been talking since the off season. He's actually going to talk in my daughter's class tomorrow for career day. So that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All the kids are excited. Charlotte was telling me that all the kids have questions for him. So I can't imagine what he's gonna have to answer. But I hope somebody asks him if he ever peed in the suit. I really hope some of the kids asks him that.
That's going to be a question.
Yeah.
That's going to be a question.
Also, Jonathan, I appreciate you for the flower thing for me. That really meant a lot, buddy. By the way, I meant that.
Yeah, you, Bobby. I mean, a bunch of people. I become everybody's best friend around the holiday. So, I get text messages from everybody, and it was awesome to see a lot of people in racing, even in the grassroots level, kind of reaching out and saying, "Hey, can you send flowers? Hey, can you do this?" So yeah. I mean, it's awesome. I appreciate that.
We were stuck in a hauler when I hit you up about it because it was raining on that rain delay.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Jason ordered them too. I'm like, hey, shouldn't you be working? He's like, no, rain delay. I'm like, oh, all right, nice.
Who is the last person to order flowers for the holiday?
Who was the last person?
Like, was it out of like Tamarcus and I or Jason or anybody like that?
It was either one of the two of you. Jason was on the ball. Jason was the first one. It was one of the two of you. I think it might have actually been Bobby.
I'm pretty sure it was because it was 7:00 at night.
Oh, Lord.
I'm at work like 24/7, so my phone's like attached to me. So
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that Easter post that you put up. That was kind of cool.
He was
that Easter one.
Yeah.
But guys, I'm gonna get off here. I'm finished eating, enjoying my coworker, aka Kate. But I'll hit you guys up later. I appreciate you putting me on. So,
hey, buddy.
Thank you, buddy.
Later.
Enjoy your food, man.
Right.
But no, I'm pretty sure it was me because you even said Tamarcus left a cheesy response. So I'm pretty sure that it was.
He had a
me.
funny one. Everybody else was serious, but you know how Tamarcus is. He's always laughing. So his card was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But all the other guys were real simple. Like everybody else in racing is just like, love Mark, love Bobby. I forget what he had, but he had some kind of funny name. So which doesn't surprise me.
I know Adrian, when she got him at work, she was really impressed. She was like, "Holy crap, these are beautiful." I'm like, well, at Richmar, I had tagged you in it because she took the video of it and they looked amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah, it was nice to hear from a lot of people. I mean, obviously I'm like insanely busy, but it's awesome to hear from, people all over racing. Martin Truex's cousin hit me up. He had a bunch of stuff sent to New Samira because he was racing down there. Tyler Truex, who I've become friends with. Sage Karam sent something. I mean, that's an easy one because that's right here.
Right.
So Jason, you guys, I mean, it was just like a list of people. It's like, oh, all right, this is pretty sweet. Billy was the first one. Billy was like way in advance on that. So props to him for thinking way ahead of time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Billy ordered his like 2 months before.
Oh my God, he was at least 3 weeks ahead of time.
He calls me.
He was wicked early. I remember him saying I remember him saying that he said he ordered it. He actually called me and told me that he ordered from you.
Right. Yeah. He's like, "Man, I ordered from Richmar," and I'm like, "What'd you order?" He's like, "Flowers for Kristen." I'm like, "Holy crap, man, that's early."
Yeah. He was right on the ball with it. So it was awesome.
He says, "Yes,
cool.
sir."
That's cool.
That's funny.
So All right, so we're gonna play this 17-minute clip from Rusty, and then we want your honest opinion on everything that he says, Jonathan. That's why I want to play it with you here.
All right, let's roll.
So give me 1 second, guys, while I load this up. Make sure, let me know if you guys can hear. Make sure you guys can hear it.
Yeah, I lost Jonathan though.
Hey, what's up, Bobby? Huge thanks to you and everybody at the Premium Online Racing League for having me on the show today. Doing it in a little bit different format. Wish I could do it live, but hopefully I can give you a little bit of insight on what we have going on over at NASCAR Heat and Motorsport Game. Love to get in some of these questions with you. Just a little bit of history on myself. I mean, you guys might have saw recently. I was named the new community manager over at Motorsport Games. That basically means I'm going to be kind of the face and the voice of the community in that relationship with Motorsport Games. So any type of feedback you have about NASCAR Heat, the upcoming titles, I'm kind of that guy that is going to be all ears listening to, communicating with you, and kind of bridging that gap to the developers, the marketing team, just everybody involved that does anything with the game. So I'll kind of be that contact point, and we're going to get involved. We're going to be really active in the community leading up to the launch of the next game and after. But yeah, my goal is just be fully transparent with you guys. Get you guys to even like. I plan to do just live shows and some content so you guys can ask questions directly to the devs, so you guys can hear it straight from the people themselves. So yeah, once again, just really going to get the community involved and engaged with kind of everything as we work towards the release of the next game and kind of build towards that next era. But I think it's a very exciting time right now to be part of this community. So I'm just really privileged to be involved with Motorsport Games, and then like you saw in that car, that was a really cool deal. But that's kind of my history. Or the recent history. I come from playing NASCAR Heat 3, NASCAR Heat 4, NASCAR Heat 5. I used to stream that on YouTube all the time. I used to kind of record videos, upload them onto YouTube, just talking NASCAR. So just NASCAR is kind of my life, and yeah, that's kind of where we're at. And what's it like to be the community manager? How are you going to change the game for the better? Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a lot of fun and really just exciting to see the response the last couple of weeks since people kind of saw the news with the announcement on the 78 car part of Team Live Fast. It's just been really fun to just see people respond, reach out to me, whether it's DMs, tagging me on social media, just asking questions. It's been cool to kind of surprise people in the comments with some of the NASCAR Heat social content, just kind of reply and kind of just get people's kind of response. Just fun to get involved kind of in a more official way than just being sort of like a fan and promoting the game. It's cool to be actually representing the company and just kind of continue that trust and communication that we've had all those years. Because I used to be kind of on the outside. I used to be part of their influencer program. I would stream the game, get early access. But now, like, I'm going to help get other people early access and involved with the company. So that's kind of the most fulfilling thing in the world, is to kind of leverage the creators, leverage the community, get them excited and proud to be part of the community. So that's what I really enjoy, is to just kind of make people have like a positive relationship around the game and the community. So that's what I'm just loving right now. And what's it like to make the William Byron Golden Black car for iRacing? So I'll tell you what, kind of the backstory on that car is Exalta put out a paint scheme contest for William Byron to run a fan design paint at the Pro Invitational race at Richmar. And I just kind of casually saw the contest, and I'm like, like, let's just have fun with it. What would be my ideal car? What would be my car if I could like do kind of the iconic flamed paint job on the 24 car? And I had no intentions of winning the thing. I had no intentions of trying to win it. My only intent was just to make a really cool looking race car, and kind of something I'm really into in when I design race cars or do paint schemes for myself is I love to have gold included on the car. In NASCAR Heat, I would make my custom car would always have gold rims, and I'd have a little bit of gold accent on it. And so that was kind of my inspiration. It's like, how do we get gold on this William Byron 24 car at the Flames? And I instantly, right away, I put the gold flames on there, and I put gold wheels on it. And I was loving it. My initial intent was to kind of do gold with a white base, because I kind of like for some reason I'm just really attracted to like kind of a kind of the simpler, kind of old school throwback paint schemes that are predominantly white with a mostly just simple white car with just some accents. So I was going to go with the gold and white, but it just didn't look right. The gold didn't pop. It just didn't fit. Didn't know what to do with the numbers. So then we do it kind of what I do on other race cars. My other kind of interest or like obsession with race cars is when somebody puts like a matte black on it, kind of like that Kurt Busch one car. And I mean, I just love matte black in general. Like if I could, I think my two favorite colors in racing are like, like gold and then like a matte black, but I love some neon, but I thought the combination of gold with the matte black would be really, really, really special. And I didn't even think it was possible because when I think of Exalta paint, I kind of think of that neon color, the bright colors, the flashy colors, the depth of the paint, just how beautiful the paint is on every single Exalta car. Like if you've ever seen one in person, the paint, it's just something about it. You can't explain the car until you see it with your own eyes. So I never thought like a matte black would be an option. So that was another thing. I never even fantasized that it would be real. So, or that they'd even consider it. So, I submitted the car with the gold flames and the matte black. And apparently Exalta had William Byron involved in the process, and William Byron hand selected a handful of paint schemes himself. So it wasn't like the Exalta company or Exalta PR people handpicked them and then gave them to William Byron. It sounds like William Byron was actually actively engaged in just kind of seeing what was going on out there, at least from my understanding. So William Byron handpicked the gold and black car, and the rest is kind of history. He went out there and you saw on national TV, he went out there and won the race in that paint scheme we designed. So that was just kind of surreal to see something you never thought would be on a racetrack, and it's on the iconic 24 with the flames, and it's on national TV, driven by a Cup Series driver, and then it goes out and wins. It's just, it's surreal. Like I took a screenshot of it and I got a print of it up in my studio. So that was a pretty proud moment to be kind of part of a little bit of history like that. But the thing I really, really want down the road is maybe like a custom die cast of that car, just because it's just such a special kind of moment for me, and just kind of sharing that with the community. It felt like we won together. It's like the community car was out there, and William Byron put that thing in victory. So I thought it was a really special moment. So really, really, really proud of that gold and black William Byron iRacing car. So I gotta thank William Byron and Exalt again for that contest. That was a huge, huge deal. What can you tell the viewers about the new game coming soon? I knew this question was going to be asked. I see it in all the comments. Like no matter what I put out there or what we put out there on social media, the first comment is NASCAR 21 news. When are you going to tell us about NASCAR 21? Are we going to get a 2021 update? What are we going to get, Rusty? What is happening with the next NASCAR game? And there's not too much I can say right at this time. As we're recording this, it's February 22nd, 2021. There's not much I'm allowed to say at the minute, other than we're working on something special, and there's going to be a time when we can announce it, and we'll have some fun with it. But I wish I could give you a date on that. I wish I could give you any information, but we're gonna keep kind of hype and having fun with NASCAR Heat 5 until that day. And once it's that day, it's like we're all in, and that next area is coming, and I think you guys will be excited about that. And I believe in it, and I cannot wait to kind of for you guys to see it, for you guys for me to share it, and for you guys to potentially even play it. I'm kind of like stumbling over my words here, because I think it's very, very, very exciting time to be part of motorsport games and kind of that next era of NASCAR video games. And what's it like to be the broadcaster for the NASCAR Heat Pro League, and what's it like to work with Hannah Newhouse? Hey, I'll tell you what. Being the broadcaster, it's something. It's quite the experience. It's probably the most pressure-packed, nervous feeling. It's just this experience I can't even explain to you. It's simultaneously like the scariest thing in the world, but also the coolest thing in the world. I don't even really know how I got really the opportunity to be up in the booth. It kind of happened really, really quick, and they just casually sent me an invite, and I got to join Anna Mackey and Hannah Newhouse up there for a preseason race, and then it kind of went from there. And still to this day, I cannot believe I'm part of the broadcast, part of the show, and have that opportunity, because it's I have almost zero broadcasting background, or especially race call or announcing background. I don't really have any of that experience. I just have experience streaming the video game and kind of just talking NASCAR. So it's been quite the learning curve, to say the least. So if you hear me like up in the booth, or when we go live, like I just kind of like, just with it just, I feel the pressure. Just the energy. I really struggle once those cameras are live and everything is going. I'm just like in a whole nother world, a whole different mindset. It's really, it's like, it's the most fun thing in the world. But so when you hear me kind of stumble over my words or get excited, I feel all that, just the emotions, the pressure, everything going on. It's honestly, it's like the coolest thing I get to do and the most fun thing I get to do. I just got to develop my skills a little bit better, so the people tuning in at home or get to see it on Mad TV, they get a better viewing experience and have get a little bit more professionalism out on my side. So I got some work to do, but I'm telling you, I want to get better, and I want to be a part of the show in some way. So I'm just, it's an honor to be up there, and to work with somebody like Hannah Newhouse. She's just an absolute professional. She comes prepared. She makes my job incredibly easy. Just the way she like runs the show, like just absolute professional. I have nothing but positive things to say about Hannah. I thank her after every show. I thanked her after this last the Winter Heat series. Just she's just a natural at it. She's just absolutely, she just shows up and kills it every single time. I can't even explain to you how difficult that role is, and she makes it seem so unbelievably easy and effortless, and that just shows kind of what a professional she really is. So all the credit in the world to Hannah Newhouse. She's the one that makes the broadcast go. So I love working with Hannah, and I hope she's a part of that show for years to come, or anything on the pro league, just anything NASCAR Heat related. I would love to see her continue to have some type of role with that.
All right, I'm gonna pause that for a second, because he literally just told you guys, MAV TV, they are going to start broadcasting all of NASCAR Heat races, the pro league races, on MAV TV. How cool is that? Jonathan, you're muted.
Muted.
No pressure, Bobby.
No kidding. Like, what the heck? Like, I heard that and I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
MAP TV has been really. Somebody had asked me about sponsoring something like sprint cars on ice on MAP TV, and they've been really getting into racing. They did the Chili Bowl, which I thought was awesome, because I don't think that's the first time that people didn't have to pay to watch the Chili Bowl. So
Well, they still had the pay-per-view.
They did, but if you wanted to watch like the actual feature at the end, you could watch it on MAV TV, which was kind of cool. The one car that I sponsored 4, was actually on at the end. So
Right.
I'm not surprised that MAV TV is.
I wasn't going to pay for it. And I was flipping through the TV that night and I was like,
Yeah.
Chili, click. Awesome. I can watch this race.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it was pretty cool. So that doesn't surprise me, because it seems like they're really trying to get into racing.
right. So we got 5 minutes left on this,
Go for
and
it.
then we'll go back. We'll talk about everything that Rusty brought up.
And what do you think of pro premium racing online? I'll tell you what, I still got to get a little bit familiar with the league, and a lot of leagues out there. There's been a lot of people asking me, hey, Rusty, come check it out. I've been trying to do that, especially kind of in my off time. Like I'll look at past broadcasts or links people send me. So if anybody's tuning in, just please continue to tag me in that stuff so we can be aware of it on a kind of on the Heat side, the motorsport game side, but also on a personal side. I would love to get to know the leagues more, the drivers more, the personalities more, so we can get you guys more involved, and we can promote you guys and what you have going on, whether it's a custom setup league, a fun fixed league, a charity race, one-off event, whatever it is. Just keep letting me know what it's about, and because that's the only way I'm going to find out and kind of learn more and be more familiar with you and kind of get more involved. So I like, you can't take me enough on this stuff, so I can't wait to learn more about Premium Racing Online League and see really what you guys are all about. And just to kind of close this out and let people know how I got into NASCAR and kind of bring this thing full circle is I think my story is similar to a lot of people where I grew up with a video game. So the first NASCAR game I had and played as a kid was NASCAR 98. So that might date me a little bit, but NASCAR 98 was my first, it was my first racing game that I owned. It was on PlayStation, and we played the heck out of that game. A lot of Bristol, a ton of Bristol. Like I feel like we put in a million laps at Bristol in that game. But that's what kind of got me introduced into it, into NASCAR. But the thing that like officially made me a fan for life was when I attended my first race, and that was a Daytona 500. My dad took me to 2001. So I'll never forget. I think like a lot of people, that first time you actually go to an event, your first time you feel the atmosphere, but when you actually like enter in the track and the cars are out there, they're running, making laps.
That's the very first.
How fast they're actually going. For me, I got lucky, extremely lucky, that my first race was Daytona. So when they came by in the pack, that thing that thing was life changing. And from that 2001 weekend on, I literally probably missed maybe 3 cup races, maybe 3 or 4 cup races, 3 regular season and 1 all-star race. The 1 all-star race I missed is the one that my favorite driver ended up winning, which is Tony Stewart. So it's been I've been like addicted or hooked. I don't know what the word is. I've been a passionate, hardcore fan since 2001 on. I grew up baseball and basketball fan, but it's transitioned almost exclusively into the NASCAR Cup Series. The last few years, I've been really into the Xfinity series and trucks. Obviously, if you follow me, you know my love for the trucks. And then the last couple of years, Xfinity has just been probably the best product in NASCAR. But yeah, just been a hardcore, passionate NASCAR fan the last 20 years. I'm telling you, I love it. I like. And that's part of the reason I got engaged with this online community. It kind of started on YouTube, transitioned a little bit over to Twitter. I mean, it felt like I was the only person in the world that liked NASCAR, like talking about NASCAR, and nobody in my life wanted to watch it or talk it. And I just kind of, I don't even know how to explain it, just naturally kind of progressed through from my journey on YouTube. And the whole thing started on YouTube is just me getting out of my shell, kind of breaking out of my comfort zone, putting my face on the internet so I can kind of build some confidence, build some ability to just speak in front of a camera, because I was terrified to do it. And I could tell that was a huge opportunity I was wasting in my life, was just not pursuing and doing things I was just not doing, just avoiding things that scared me. And uploading those videos really changed my life, and then for the better. And then, yeah, I got involved with the community, and I just am blown away every day by all the new people I meet. And whether it's on Twitter or even at the people I've met at the racetrack, I've gone to races with some of the people in the community, stayed at, done Airbnbs, and we got been in the doing hot passes together, watching the races up in the grandstands together. It's like crazy to think about how when we started this thing back in January of 2018, how many people I've met along the way, and I'll say how many friends, like really genuine close friends I've gained. Like some of these people I've met in the NASCAR community, I would say are my best friends in the world, and I talk to them daily. And that to me is the most it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy to think about that through NASCAR. And just even through just the internet, whatever it is, you can meet like your best friends, and some of these people I haven't even seen in person yet. And but you just know you got that just that crazy connection. Just I'm telling you, we have fun. We don't even talk NASCAR. We can play. We'd be playing Fall Guys or Among Us or whatever it is. So it's just a really fun community to be a part of. And that's kind of my journey, and to kind of bring it full circle is just huge, just a huge fan of NASCAR, and just love being a part of it and talking NASCAR heat, just anything NASCAR related. So, but yeah, thanks again for having me on. I hope that gave you a little bit of story on kind of my journey, my adventure, and what we're working on. But trust me, when we can start talking about more, we're really going to start talking about talking about more. So cannot wait to share that with you guys. And yeah, thank you for having me on. Would love to join back anytime. So really appreciate the opportunity. And thanks for listening, guys.
All right, so that is Rusty Walrus. I actually have a fun story with that. So Jonathan, make sure you unmute yourself.
Or
Oh.
really
Turn that down. So we actually, Rusty and I got into a lobby with Sloppy Joe, which is Joey Stone. And we were racing at Talladega, and myself and Rusty started in the back. And we had the module that Mike hates, where we're doing like 130 because we got the draft all the way up on high. I hit Rusty because Joey wrecked. Somebody wrecked right in front of him. He got caught up in it. I went through this way. Rusty went through this way. Joey went down the middle, got taken out. I literally hit Rusty going into turn 1 at 217 miles an hour. And we ended up finishing 4th and 5th in that race out of 40 people in a lobby. That was the craziest race I've ever been in, where people were literally hitting people so hard that they were flipping over us.
My favorite racing game, even before I watched racing, was the NASCAR Thunder that had Tony Stewart on the cover. That one was my favorite.
Well, I brought those out. My dad gave me those because we used to have the regular PlayStation, and I kept them. I have somewhere, and it's hidden somewhere. I put it away. It's probably in the safe, to be honest. It's the NASCAR 98. Remember when they had the 50th anniversary token on the front of it?
Oh, yeah.
I have that one, and Richard Petty's on the front of it.
That's awesome.
So
I love Thunder back in the day.
That thing was, it was probably that big, probably that wide. It said NASCAR Heat or NASCAR Thunder or whatever, and it had the logo it was like bronze, but it was real heavy. And I put it away because it was something that I didn't want to play. Because obviously I had the regular edition of it. I do remember one thing, and I'm sure you know this. There was a cheat code in NASCAR 98.
I didn't know that.
So
I didn't start playing until the one with Tony Stewart on it. It's the one I started playing.
So obviously I have my controller here, right? PlayStation back in the day had the same buttons. You took your fingers right here, and if you click, 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 it gave you paintballs. So you would go around the track, and if you turn full damage on, you'd shoot the paintballs, and like 3 paintballs would come out of the car and hit the car and send them right in the wall, and they'd blow a tire. That's how I grew up playing video games, was that game. And my dad taught me that cheat, and it was funny as heck because I'm sitting there blowing people up. Here's the bad part about that. If you were in a long race and you did it and they hit the wall and they didn't blow their tire, they came across you and you flipped and you lost a tire and DNF'd.
I remember.
Well,
I'm not sure if 98 was the very first one, but the very first NASCAR game I played, it had manual pit stops, the whole 9 yards. I don't think that was 98. There was actually one that's even newer than older. That we had to do it was the very first one that ever came out for PlayStation. You had to do manual pit stops, the whole 9 yards. It was tough. It was really tough back then.
Billy says 94.
Yeah. It could have been. It was correct. Yeah, that probably would have been the one. That's the very first one that ever came out.
What was your first one, Jonathan?
NASCAR Thunder. I played it in college. I think I got it like right before Dale Sr. died, and I wasn't even really like a big racing fan, back in the day. I hadn't even been to a race since, at that point it was going to be 10 years. So I was actually at a racetrack. But man, we loved playing NASCAR Thunder. It was like Madden and NASCAR Thunder and NFL Blitz in college. That was it. But yeah, I love that game. That was one that had Tony Stewart on it. That was an awesome game.
Man, I gotta give a quick shout out. I literally just got on my phone. Off Access just put us in their fleet.
Hey, all right.
Nice.
Off Access is on point. And then Fit Stop did the same thing. So
Nice.
it's really cool to have the support from all these guys. Jonathan, I can't thank you enough for all your support.
No problem. No problem. That was a fun night. Thanks for having me again, guys. I got to duck out of here. I got to get an early start tomorrow, and
Yep.
so, but it was fun. I mean, thank you for having me. Thank you for all the support. Thanks for the insight on NASCAR Heat. I did get a bit of things in the off season about that, and I'm hoping to be talking to them, as we progress into the season, and hopefully you can drive some of our cars again in the game, or trucks in the game as well too. So I'm excited for what it holds for them. It sounds like, I know that Rusty didn't give us a lot of insight on it, but it does sound like they're going to make some awesome improvements in this one. So I'm excited to see what they come up with. But thanks again, guys. And if you're not busy tomorrow night, catch me and Ellis and Smithley, and then maybe another race car driver playing some Call of Duty.
What about us? We got our cup race.
I can't help it. I'm torn in so many directions now. This is insane.
No.
I can't even watch the iRace because Garrett texts me. He's like, "Can we get on Call of Duty?" I'm like, all right, yeah, that would be fun. I'm like, I can't iRace against Kyle Busch anyway. I'd get my butt kicked. So
This is the way I look at it. I have a tablet. I have a phone. The tablet will be on the Coca-Cola series. I'll be racing, and my phone will be watching you guys.
Nice. Watch us to victory in Battle Royale. So it was fun as always, guys. Look forward to talking to you soon, and good luck this season. I hope to be out there with you in Heat.
Thank you.
See ya.
Thank you.
So I didn't realize it was almost 10 o'clock.
Is it really? Oh my God, Bobby! Oh my God!
It's 9:45 already.
Oh my God, dude.
All right, so Mike, real quick, let's get this show wrapped up real quick. So
Where'd you go, Bobby?
Huh?
I lost your picture. Oh, there you are.
So we're gonna do the points real quick for the truck or for the cup. I actually have it pulled up. So I got my first win at Daytona. Mike, you want to tell us about that race? Obviously, you were in the booth. We'll talk about that real quick, and then we'll move on.
Oh no, just nothing, nothing except for it was great racing. There was pushing and shoving. I mean, it was the first race this season. I mean, we expected, people, some people had some time to do a little practice, some people didn't. Typical Talladega, being what it is, a little bit of contact here and there, but overall it was great racing. It was good. I was wondering there if you were actually going to be able to get back up through the field, and you did a great job, getting that. And
third win in a row at Daytona, 5 total. That's something that's never been done.
Well, as I said, you did a great job there. Now we'll move on to Atlanta for next week. That ought to be really, well, actually tomorrow. Sorry, yeah. See, I'm already behind. Hopefully, I can do my best to be there. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but other than that, I mean, guys are doing a great job. I took some time to do some broadcasting to make sure everything unfortunately, I ran into a situation, but I'm doing the best I can with that, and we'll get back on track and things rolling again.
So we've got myself leading the points with 56 points in my win, which my win locks me into the playoffs, which is huge. You have Brian in second with 50, Miz in third with 49, Zach, which is Loho, with 46. Sorry. Then you got Dave with 44, Ronald with 43, Brandon with 41, Billy with 34, Josh at 34, Firefighter at 33, John at 31, Jonathan, which is Mr. Richmar Florist, covering for Mike with 30, sorry. Then you have Christian 29, Dylan 28, Zach 27, Dunk 26, George 25, Derek 24, Tim 23, Noah 22, AJ 21, and David, which is Awesome Hawk, at 20. 22 cars in the field. which is huge. We had a lot of people that did sign up that because of the storms that were going on throughout the world.
Yeah.
A lot of people couldn't make the race, so we kind of worked with everybody and said, hey, we're going to give you points because it's not your fault. You know what I mean? I didn't even know if I was going to physically be able to race because we ended up getting dumped with almost 14 inches of snow. We have the Bush Series, which I'm not quite sure if we don't have them updated from Wednesday, but we're getting close. We've got Kyle with 506, Miz at 500, Ronald at 475, Blaine with 416, Jaguar with 409, Brian with 399, Loho at 323, Hoosier at 305, Dunk at 287, George at 278, Steven at 270, Hawk at 249, Billy at 241, Ron Allard with 232, AJ with 232, Trevor with 200, Memphis with 161, Ed with 129, Dreams with 126, and that rounds out that. We have the trucks, which I don't have the trucks done, but I will give you the guys the rundown on the truck finish on from Sunday, which was last night. But we'll do the development. Obviously, they just had their first round of the playoffs last night or on Saturday night. Wild race, absolutely wild. We had, and this is no joke, we had the first and second place people that were in points lag out of the race. The fourth place guy ended up winning the race. So I'm actually going to give you guys the rundown. We had Huey win the race. Harley pushed him the whole way. It was sort of kind of like how Brandon pushed me to my win at Daytona. He did the same thing. He just hooked to my bumper and stayed with me. So Harley and him finished first. Selling Dreams finished third. Kyle finished fourth. HT3 finished fifth. Knuckle Bob, which is going to be in the booth tomorrow night, he finished sixth. Miz seventh. John eighth. Bill finished ninth. Dees finished 10th, and Hoosier finished 11th. Obviously, guys, it's the playoffs. And then Knuckle Bob turned around yesterday. Absolutely awesome race. Him and HT3 stuck together the whole way. Finished first and second. Humpy ended up finishing third. Our defending race winner was able to stay up there, get third. Pigpen pushed him. Silver Bullet, new guy in the league, finishes fifth. Absolutely awesome job. Miz finished sixth. Euler seventh. Ron finished eighth. Harley finished ninth. Firefighter finished 10th. We had Selling Dreams 11th. Loho finished 12th. John finished 13th. 420 finished 14th. Jaguar 15th. Jeff finished 16th. Memphis 17th. Blunts finished 18th. And then I actually do not have the rest, but we had 22 trucks last night. So overall, it was a really good race, super exciting. I can't thank everybody enough. So tomorrow, super exciting. We're going to have an awesome race tomorrow at Atlanta. We unloaded a super fast 00 car. So I'm super excited about that. Hopefully we can have Mike in the booth tomorrow. We'll see. Obviously, we're going to try. If not, Knuckle Bob will be there. I don't know if he's going to be bringing anybody with him, but we're super excited to have him. Want to wish him a happy birthday because today's his birthday. Yeah. Obviously, thanks to Jonathan and to Marcus for coming on. Rusty Walrus. Obviously, we're going to have to get him back on the show in person because he's a hoot. Like you guys heard, NASCAR 21 is going to be for both PS4, PS5. So when that comes out, we will be transferring over to that game, just like we did this one. Obviously, it's going to make it fun racing for everybody. Mike, I want to thank you for everything that you've done. Thank all of our sponsors. I gotta thank Starcom Fiber, Dwayne, Charlie, Fitstop, Performance, Jonathan Morrissey, off of Richmar Florist, Off Access. I want to give a huge shout out to Marcus. I mean, they came on board. What was it, 2 years ago, Mike?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's been just about 2 years ago. Yeah,
And,
maybe a
and
little.
the cool,
Yeah, just about 2 years, maybe a little over.
right. And the cool thing about Tamarcus and Jonathan is we've signed like a lifelong commitment with each other, and it's kind of cool to know that they're going to be there for our league, whether we're in NASCAR heat, go to iRacing or whatever. I mean, obviously you heard it tonight. Jonathan said that him and I partnered up, and he's gonna be an associate sponsor on the 00 for iRacing, which is huge.
Yeah, I definitely, Bobby. I mean, I'm excited for all that. I mean, I want to give a shout out to everybody. Thank you for your patience. I've got some internet issues right now, trying to take care of. I've been kind of lapsed on some things, but I had some family stuff that I'm trying to wrap up and get squared away, better under control for us, so I can get back to where I should be. So I definitely appreciate all the guys for all their understanding for that. You, Bobby, thank you for whoever's pitched in and picked up some of my slack that usually I don't have very much of, but this time I had to run into some issues. So soon enough, I hopefully get that all taken care of and get us back up and rolling like we should be.
Say hello to Mickey for me behind you.
Oh God, yeah. You don't see the minion today. I was like, when at Mickey. Well,
You turned around.
no, you don't see the minion either. He's kind of hiding today. That's all right.
But no, I want to thank everybody that tuned in and watched tonight. Let us know who is out there. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the show. Next week, I can't tell you who the guest is, but just know it's going to be a good one. So Mike, everybody, I want to thank you. It's almost 10 o'clock on the Eastern time. And I want to say,
I gotta go to work. You gotta go to work.
I want to say thank you to Richmar. Thank you, Mike, for everything. And y'all have a great night. And Mike, I'll be calling you in about 2 seconds.
All right, you got it, buddy.